Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Blue Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here comes a return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Cobb. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line, it's Singleton. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. They get to him as he throws.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. He's inside the 15. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Tigers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wants to pass. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This time they'll go to the running game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Little. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out, they'll get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Rides the back on the option, the give. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The quick out. Plows through the defense. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Got a man. It's Coleman. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Red 70 black saw. Red 70 black saw.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Let's go. Blue 82 Monster Andy.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the second quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the gun, give on the inside. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Auburn's gonna have to send out the punt team. The punter gonna get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get...
He's got it on the outside. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Back to the ground with the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Simmons. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Going right to work up top. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the run, it's Moore. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Blue Devils need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? He'll start this drive going to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example.
Oh, he's got some space. Turning on the Jets. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Snap in the shotgun. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to find the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying play action. Right down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven that playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Got a little space. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth-down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. He's going for it all. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the move, it's Moore. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that one was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
He's going for the big play. And they will score. Touchdown, Duke. Extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Split backs here. Sends it back in motion. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. He fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On third down, he drops to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anymore, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And now they take the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hand, it's Moore. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Looking to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on first down from the 28. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Going to run it. It's Cobb. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. On fourth down, looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance.
Wide open spaces. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Get ready.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They get through, and it's blocked. And he's running free down the middle. The 40, the 30, at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn! That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. His drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Made some connection. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.